How we doing, everybody, and welcome back to the Catalyst, where we break down all things bullish in the crypto markets. Today we have an interesting video. I'm going to be breaking down three of my favorite altcoins, or coins that basically aren't Bitcoin or Ethereum, kind of for the rest of this bull run, or at least going in through the month of December. With that being said, today it is November 15th. The last few days we've seen a pretty big dip in Bitcoin. It's funny, we say it's a big dip, right? But we're basically at the same price we were at, November 7th. So it's 1 week that we just kind of, nullified. So people are getting a little nervous, but I think to preempt this video, we are still in play for 100k Bitcoin and potentially a lot more. I think that's kind of like bare minimum, and that's where a lot of people have their sights. So the first one I want to bring up, one of my favorites, is Chainlink. Chainlink is, actually holding pretty strong, even with a couple of red days in a row here. You see we are still finding some support along this kind of upward trend, still creating higher lows, and hopefully, in the next couple of days, we will see us bounce off of this and create really nice support on this. Additionally, we have some support here, hopefully on the 55. We are kind of primed. We have, really solid RSI now. Some of the last times that we were in this range was about here, and we peaked out at a 57% gain, and even since then we're still up 26%. And again, I think everyone would be happy if a month ago in October I told you, in 1 month we'll be up 30%. I think everyone would be very happy about that. So there's no fear for Chainlink. People are calling for prices up to $200. I think at the very least we are going to see the 1.618 in the not too distant future. I think all the FUD right now is just creating some discounts across the market, and people are going to start loading up. You're going to start to see, Bitcoin, crypto, all that stuff back on the news and the mainstream media and everything, and people are going to start kind of buying in, following, some big bull run upticks that we get from some more like corporate investors and stuff like that. I do think $100 Chainlink is also kind of in the cards here. What happens after that, I'm not sure. Obviously, this is one of the most sensitive markets, it seems, in terms of crypto, because there's more eyes on it than there's ever been. So with that means with all the positive things that happen, there's just as much FUD and stuff that scares people away. So we have quite a bit of volatility. Just don't get shaken out. Play with the market. If you bought in at the right times, even as we start to tank, you'll still be in some extreme profit. So even if you just bought in at the cross here on the daily, that means you would have bought in at like $20, or if you bought somewhere below that at $13. By the time this goes through its whole cycle and crosses again, you should be able to kind of profit pretty well there. Maybe not some of the exact gains that people traditionally expect, but even if this rolls over and goes into a bear market like immediately, a lot of people will be in good shape, I think, for crypto. The next one I want to mention is Polkadot. Again, this one is actually looking really healthy as well. We have parachains coming out in the not too distant future. Again, I still think if we break this resistance here of our previous all-time high, we got kind of faked out, came back, didn't test it strong enough, and then we slipped through that. But with that being said, we still have this rising triangle here with a bunch of really strong support along the bottom end of it, which means we could also see a dip as low as like high 30s. That's very, very possible, and that would be a good point to load up. The RSI would be probably somewhere in the 30% range as well. So we'd be pretty primed to make a pretty strong run up. I was fortunate enough to get in actually almost at the bottom, so I'm very comfortable kind of with wherever Polkadot goes. But just this pattern alone playing out, this could be cup and handle, like I've mentioned in the last few videos. So cup and then handle here. We are looking at an $85 Polkadot, and that's not too far in the distant future here. This could be, by the end of the month, by the end of, or the middle of next month. We're talking 30 days or so before we really have some answers as to how well this stuff is going to play out or not. And I promise you, as soon as we get that big giant green candle on any given day, whatever pushes Bitcoin past 70K, everyone is going to completely forget this little pullback. This is nothing in terms of crypto, so keep that in mind. And the last one I want to mention, of course, is MATIC, one of my favorites. Again, looking strong, testing some nice support here. If we can find some support there, we're primed to then break some key resistance that we previously broke. Again, similar to some of the others I mentioned, got faked out a bit, came back, did not hold the support there, but we are finding support along the 55 as well as just kind of this rising trend line there. MATIC is super bullish. It's growing every single day. The user base is insane. And the best thing is about it, I think, is that not only is their user base growing, but the frequency in which the people are using MATIC in general is increasing as well. So their daily concurrent users is always growing also. With that being said, their ties to the metaverse and everything else, and just as a layer 2 solution, NFTs, all that stuff, anything bullish in crypto in general, MATIC has a piece of that pie. So I think MATIC is really, really primed for a good solid run up. Additionally, it has a pretty low market cap, so it's going to be easy to move it and get it, ripping up significantly. Again, this is one I think I could easily hit the $5 mark or even higher if it starts hitting that euphoria phase. It's still a younger crypto, so it's gonna be hard to tell. We don't have as much history to go off of here compared to something like Chainlink, for example. But yeah, so that is all I got for you guys today. Let me know what your 3 top picks are for the rest of this bull run. I think these 3 will have some buying opportunities in a couple days here, but with that, I think they will also run up, and they will run up quickly. So if you don't already have yours, consider take a look at some of these and see if it's a part of your risk profile and worth it for you to add to your portfolio. And if that's the case, good luck to everyone. But I think we are primed for quite the blow off top on this last leg of the bull run here. So again, let me know what you guys' top 3 picks are leading into December, and we will catch you next time. Peace.